Nouns can be classified into countable and uncountable. Some nouns are countable and some are uncountable, and it is very important to identify them correctly. If you are wondering why are they so important, well, knowing about countable and uncountable nouns will help you speak correctly. And as you continue watching the video, you will find out the reasons. Uncountable nouns do not have plurals. We cannot use the word rices. We use the word rice whether the quantity is small or large. But yes, if you put the rice into containers, we can then say, I have 2 bowls of rice. If you are at a restaurant and you want to place an order, you will say, can I please have 2 bowls of rice? Countable nouns, on the other hand, have a singular and plural form. For example, vegetables. The words some and any are used with both countable and uncountable nouns. You must note that the word some is used with positive sentences. For example, I have some rice left in the container, or there are some vegetables kept in the basket. Positive sentences are also known as affirmative sentences. The word any is used for asking a question. Is there any rice left in the container? Or are there any vegetables kept in the basket? The word any is also used for a negative sentence. For example, I don't have any rice left in the container. Or I don't have any vegetables kept in the basket. What about fruit? Well, if you are considering different types of fruit together, it is called an uncountable noun. But if you are referring to a specific category, such as the apples on the slide, we will then consider this particular group as a countable noun. So, we can say, I love eating apples. But we cannot say, I love eating fruits. The word fruit will stay as fruit, no matter how many of them are kept in the basket. What about furniture? Furniture is also an uncountable noun. We never say furnitures. So I will never say I have a lot of furnitures in my house. But yes, if you are talking about a particular kind of furniture, for example, chairs, in that case, we can say I have a lot of chairs in my house, or I have many tables in my apartment. We do not use articles like a or an with uncountable nouns. For example, I cannot say a water. But yes, I can say a glass of water because it is put into a container just like the rice was put into the bowls. We can use the articles a and an with countable nouns such as a rabbit. The words much, a lot of, and lots of are used with uncountable nouns. For example, I don't have much money to buy this dress. The words many, a lot of, and lots of are used with countable nouns. For example, there are many coins in the box. Note that the words a lot of and lots of are used with both uncountable and countable nouns. We use the words less and a little with uncountable nouns. Can I have a little sugar? The words few and a few are used with countable nouns. I have a few books in my cupboard. Singular verbs are used with uncountable nouns. For example, he has a lot of information about the planets. On the other hand, we use plural verbs with countable nouns. For example, I have a few books in my cupboard. You must note that with uncountable nouns, we do not use numbers. For example, we cannot say, I drank 1 water or I have 1 money. On the other hand, we can use numbers with countable nouns. I can say, I have 3 coins in my wallet, or I have 1 chair in my apartment. Some of the examples for uncountable nouns are liquids like juice, powder like flour, money, abstract nouns like peace, collective nouns like furniture. Some examples of countable nouns are days, hours, weeks, months, tables and chairs, coins. I hope you have understood the concept of countable and uncountable nouns. I also hope you will be able to use the words many, much, any, and some correctly while speaking. I will now show you a group of pictures and you will have to identify them as countable and uncountable. You may pause the video and try doing it yourself. I will use the letter C for the countable nouns and the letter U for the uncountable ones. The dog over here is a countable noun. The rice is an uncountable noun. Coins are an example of countable nouns. Money is an example of an uncountable noun. Water is also an example of an uncountable noun. Books are an example of a countable noun. Let's talk a little about this category. When you are using the word money or referring to money, it is considered as an uncountable noun. But if you are talking about a particular currency, for example, dollars, pounds, rupees, this is then called a countable noun. So we cannot say, I have 5 monies in my bag, but you can say, I have $5 in my bag. I hope you have now got a clear understanding of countable and uncountable nouns. I would like you to share 2 examples of countable nouns and 2 examples of uncountable nouns in the comment box below. Thank you for watching the video.